Stay tuned for Nero Wolfe. This Sunday marks the premiere of The Big Show on NBC. Not just any big show, it's The Big Show. NBC's hour and a half of comedy, music, and drama. The best of each. The Big Show will be heard every Sunday afternoon over most of these stations, with Tallulah Bankhead as Mistress of Ceremonies. Your stars for this Sunday's broadcast include Jimmy Durante, Fred Allen, Ethel Merman, Frankie Lane, Mindy Carson, Meredith Wilson, Danny Thomas, and hosts of others. All this and Tallulah, too. No wonder it's The Big Show.
My boss is the smartest and the stubbornest, the fattest and the laziest, the cleverest and the craziest, the most extravagant detective in the world, Nero Wolfe.
It's the adventure of The Case of the Dear Dead Lady, with that brilliant, eccentric private detective, orchid fancier, and gargantuan gourmet, Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Nero Wolfe had just come downstairs, having tended to his precious orchids. He was, as usual, seated in the library, which served as the office. He had just dialed a phone number, and, with his eyes closed, was leaning back in his specially built chair, which was big enough for two, but not two of him.
Halsbrecher's Market, domestic and imported delicacies.
Mr. Halsbrecher, this is Nero Wolfe.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Wolfe. I was just about to ring you.
Well, I have need of 2 pounds of duck liver. I do not, of course, refer to the commercialized Strasbourg pate.
Well, I appreciate the order, Mr. Wolfe, but...
Next, my cook Fritz informs me that we require 3 fine fat geese.
Look, Mr. Wolfe, there's a little matter of an unpaid
You
bill.
might add 12 cases of beer, a bushel of Vermont apples, green for stuffing, and a gallon of Marquesa Patricia Roman oil.
Mr. Wolfe.
In addition, Fritz has listed 6 dozen eggs, 4 braces of Sussex woodcock, and a few pounds of Westphalian ham. You have all that?
Well, I can get it, Mr. Wolfe, but my bookkeeper...
Thanks very much, Mr. Halsbrecher. That will be all. Now, now then, Archie.
Yes, boss?
You seem to be worried.
Oh, I am. This means naturally that I'm supposed to handle Halsbrecher's delivery boy when and if he shows.
I had thought of leaving that simple matter to you.
And what about the simple matter of the money?
Money?
I hate to bring up a vulgar subject, but where is it coming from?
Oh, of course. You're right, Archie. I should have said...
Said what?
Charge it.
Boss, look, you don't realize I know, but we're into that truffle broker for $500 bucks and change.
All right. Then give him a check.
Okay, I will give him a check. And I hope they'll let you keep the orchids in your cell.
You're a wit, Archie.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm on the bank's mailing list. We got a notice this morning.
You don't mean...
Oh, but I do.
Again?
Yeah, you just can't take money out of an account, boss. Sometimes you got to put some in. This is the only way to deal with the man I work for, and if I hadn't thrown him that scare, he wouldn't have been willing to listen when the door buzzer rang, and a prosperous-looking young guy in the kind of clothes that don't grow on trees came in and stood in front of the boss's chair, fiddling with the brim of his pork pie.
My name is Oliphant, Mr. Wolfe.
Oliphant?
Yes, sir, Oliphant. I am the spiritual leader and guiding head of a small religious group known as the Seekers of the Inner Power.
I see. Also a man addicted to marrying neither wisely nor well, but often.
You read the papers?
I do.
Mr. Wolfe, I am as aware of my sin-ridden past as anyone else is. The point is that I'm no longer that kind of man. Even a person such as I can see the light in time.
Good. Might I ask why you've come to see me, Mr. Oliphant?
I need your help, Mr. Wolfe.
Concerning?
A certain young lady with whom I'm deeply in love. Oh, I beg you not to confuse the present emotion with any of my earlier escapades. What I feel for Miss Dana is the pure and righteous glow of an upright seeker of the inner power.
I promise to look on you as thoroughly redeemed, Mr. Oliphant. Proceed. Oh, by the way, do I recognize the name of your young lady as a Park Avenue socialite, an amateur swimming champion?
Yes. But she's sweet, wonderful, beautiful. I've asked her to marry me, and she's given me some hope. In time, I fully expect to make her my wife.
Well, then where's the problem?
The problem is the presence of another man in her life.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm a detective, not a matchmaker.
This isn't a question of making a match, Mr. Wolfe. I have much too much respect for your talents to think of offering you such an assignment.
Exactly. What do you want me to do?
I want you to save Ilse Dana's life.
Her life?
Mr. Wolfe, this other man I spoke of is insanely jealous. Not only of Ilse's present, but of her past as well. He has threatened to kill her.
I don't doubt your earnestness in this matter, Mr. Oliphant, but how would you know?
I was listening on an extension in Miss Dana's apartment a few days ago when Hunter called.
Hunter?
Yes, sir, Jack Hunter. Known as Jack the Babe Hunter.
Wait a minute. I know that canvasback.
Huh?
Sure, he's a coffee and cake prelim waltzer.
Oh, he's not. He's a boxer.
Archie is being fancy. Overlook it, Mr. Oliphant. Is Hunter in love with this lady of yours?
I doubt it. He's a man of complete moral and spiritual corruption, I believe.
Naturally, you would. But what are the facts?
In my opinion, he's after her for her money.
She has money?
To burn.
And you, Mr. Oliphant?
Me?
Can you also afford to burn?
How much do you want?
The answer to that would be astronomical. However, if you leave a check for, say, $7,000, I shall look into your matter the very moment I have completed a little research into the nutrition of the Polynesian orchid.
Oliphant's check gave our bank account a slight blood transfusion. I think it was the boss's plan to spend a week or two in the plant rooms before he got busy on the case. And he'd have done it, too, if that phone call hadn't come in about a little after 9, just after Wolfe had polished off one of Fritz's dinners and was settling back with a stein of beer in his hand.
Don't disturb yourself, Archie. I'll get it.
Yeah, well, look out you don't strain yourself, boss. You got to straighten out an elbow to reach that receiver.
You have an unfortunate flair for mixing humor with impertinence, my friend. Hello, Nero Wolfe speaking.
This is Ilse Dana, Mr. Wolfe.
How do you do, Miss Dana? We were discussing you only this morning.
So I've heard.
Through whom?
Ted Oliphant.
I see. The young man seemed to be quite worried about you.
The young man should tend to his own affairs.
Said you were in some danger.
I know what he said, and not one word of it was true.
Oh?
I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Wolfe.
I'm sure it'll be an immense pleasure. Where do you live?
I have an apartment at 22 Blanton Street. Could you be here soon?
I could be there in a quarter of an hour, Miss Dana. By proxy, of course.
The proxy, naturally, was yours truly. 10 minutes later, at 20 past 9, I walked up to Ilse Dana's door with a nosy elevator boy giving me the 00. The reason for his interest was that her door was open and the room inside was empty except for a little twisted pile of pale pink satin, which at close range turned out to be a woman. Which woman turned out to be Ilse Dana. And Ilse Dana was dead.
She used to be pretty. She isn't now.
Yeah, strangulation doesn't help any girl's looks, son.
Make anything of it?
Well, the position of her body and the bloodstains on her pointed fingernails tells me that she put up a tough struggle before somebody succeeded in smothering her with a pillow from the sofa over there.
Yeah, that figures. When did it happen, I wonder?
Yeah, the last 15 minutes, I'd guess. Say, who's been up in the elevator this evening?
Nobody for her.
Well, somebody came up.
Well, who says not? They could have used the stairs, you know.
Yeah. How well do you know Miss Dana?
I know exactly zero about Miss Dana.
How could you ride her up and down every day and know nothing about her?
It's a rule of the house to keep your mouth shut. The rule also goes when being questioned by a cop.
A cop? Who's a cop?
Oh, I guess you're a cello player from the Philharmonic.
Look, I happen to work for a guy named Nero Wolfe.
Oh.
Heard of him?
Maybe.
Well, if your memory comes alive, son, I might see my way clear to spend a few dollars with you. Understand?
I'll keep you in mind. Going down, mister?
I spent time trying to get sense out of the superintendent and a set of chambermaids, but they were as quiet as a ballpark on Christmas Eve. Then I called the cops and told them about Oliphant and Hunter. By the time I got home, the house was dark and Nero Wolfe was sleeping. Next morning, I gave him the details while he drank 3 bottles of beer. When I finished, he sat for a long time and then started another bottle.
The prize fighter. What about the prize fighter, Archie?
Hunter? Well, I phoned the hotel he lives in before you got up.
And?
They told me he wasn't in.
You know, I begin to think that Mr. Oliphant brought us a more absorbing case than he suspected.
You know, I'm glad you like it.
I don't like it. I don't like work of any variety. But this thing has its points.
Well, what do we do next?
Next, we investigate my client.
What?
Merely because a reformed playboy employs a detective doesn't exempt him from suspicion, Archie.
Oh, now who's that?
I'm afraid we have no choice but to open the door and see.
My name is Young. Barstow Young.
It's nice meeting you, Mr. Young. What do you want?
I want to see Nero Wolfe.
About?
About a certain young lady with whom I am deeply in love.
What? Will you repeat that?
I want to see Mr. Wolfe about a certain young lady with whom I am deeply in love.
Her name, please?
Ilsa Dana.
Is it possible that you entertain plans of making her your wife?
Why, yes, but there's a problem involved.
Another man?
Yes.
Well, do come in. Do come in. I think we've been waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Wolfe. Here's another one.
Ah, Mr. Wolfe.
You've come to me about Miss Ilsa Dana, sir?
I have come to you, more specifically, about a man who has threatened her life.
How unusual.
He's the treacherous kind. Mild-mannered, you know. As we say in my profession, he underplays it.
Your profession, then, is the stage.
It is, sir.
Go on, you interest me deeply.
I was present recently when he told her that he would certainly kill her unless she mended her sinful ways.
Sinful?
No one denies that Ilsa has had, shall we say, a checkered career. But the man's attitude is totally fanatical.
What's his particular brand of fanaticism, Mr. Young?
Theodore Oliphant is a religious maniac.
Well, what do you know? He's come to give Theodore a bad report card.
I don't understand. I've come to ask Mr. Wolfe to prevent his murdering Miss Dana.
Am I allowed a direct question, sir?
Why, of course.
Where were you between 9 and 9:20 p.m. last night?
9 and 9:20. Why do you ask?
You said I was permitted a direct question.
Oh, well, I was walking in the park, as I remember.
Do you make a habit of walking in the park?
I have lately. I'm preparing for an important role in a forthcoming production. What's so important about last night?
From your point of view, a great deal, sir.
Well, what do you mean?
Last night, Miss Ilsa Dana was murdered.
What?
Mr. Goodwin here discovered the body.
No.
I'm afraid I must insist, Mr. Young.
Oh, why are you looking at me like that? Are you accusing me of...
I have accused you of nothing, my dear sir.
Well, now, look, you're making a mistake. Oliphant killed her. You may be sure of that.
I have your word.
I know him. He was trying to reform her, wanted to make her a devout follower of his cult, the Seekers of Power. I heard him tell her to her face that if she refused redemption, he would see to it that she didn't live on in her wickedness.
You could produce other witnesses?
Do you know, in your own smug way, you're as detestable a character as I have ever had.
All right. Let's everybody take 5. Yeah?
Nero Wolfe?
He's busy. This is Archie Goodwin.
You'll do, Goodwin. This is Jack the Babe Hunter.
Oh? How are you?
Great. Except the cops seem to want to talk to me about some murder fandango because, as I get it, you named my name.
You got it wrong.
I doubt it, and I'm coming over there to set you straight. Why'd you ring me in on this mess, Wolf?
You knew the girl pretty well.
Me and how many more? Besides, what time was she murdered?
Last night between 9 and 9:20.
I see.
So if you would inform the police where you were at the time, that should be that.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Hunter, where were you at the time?
I don't see your badge, Wolf.
I was only wondering.
I haven't been near the Dana woman for over a month. But if you're really interested, I'll give you the name of the killer.
Please do not keep us in suspense, Mr. Hunter.
A couple of years back, Ilsa financed a guy in a big and lousy Shakespearean play that closed like a clam and nothing flat.
Go on.
It was money down the drain. The guy's got nerve. And he was in love with her, and he figured she'd do anything for him. So he comes back to her to finance him again. This time in Hamlet, no less.
I see.
I don't have to tell you what a flop that would be.
You needn't tell me the actor's name either.
You know?
Mr. Barstow Young just left here.
Yeah? Well, he's your man, Wolf. He got so sore when she told him she wouldn't toss any more moolah into his broken-down career, he went off his rocker and tore it down.
Your reason for thinking so?
I met him on the street one day, and he started beefing to me with blood in his eyes. It's all I could do not to punch him.
The results might have been less fatal if you'd followed your instincts, sir.
I couldn't. Guy's built like a broomstick. He's weak as a cat. Hit him once, he'd crack like dry plaster.
I see.
What's on your mind?
This man you're accusing of Miss Dana's murder, Mr. Hunter, he was very much in love with her. She was thinking about marrying him, he said.
He said.
Yes, he did. I heard him, too.
He was talking through his skull cap. Ilsa wasn't going to marry anybody.
No?
No, she couldn't.
Why couldn't she?
Well, but she just couldn't, that's all. So long.
Well, now we got a perfect circle with everybody pointing at everybody else and nobody able to prove a thing.
What Hunter says isn't impossible, Archie.
You think Young did it?
I don't think at all yet. But if there's anything more dangerous than a woman scorned, it's an actor scorned. We have another visitor.
Yeah, who are you expecting?
At this point, anybody.
Hi.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I told you might hear from me.
Come on in.
Who's this?
Fella runs the elevator at 22 Blanton Street. What do you got for me, kid?
Postcard?
Postcard?
Here, the cops missed it, but I spotted the edge stuck under a rug.
Nice of you to have delivered it.
Or maybe he was just being curious.
Curious?
It's not every elevator boy who has a chance to see Nero Wolfe in the flesh.
Oh, him? Come off it, High Pockets. I'm here because you mentioned something about spending a few bucks.
Oh.
I wouldn't cross the street to see the best gumshoe that ever breathed.
Look, gumshoes don't breathe, and how would you like a sock
Archie, pay him and let him go.
Yeah, pay me and let me go.
Sure, Mr. Wolfe. Here you are. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Anytime, pal. Anytime.
How do you like that fresh little punk?
Archie, the lad has done us nobly.
Yeah?
A typewritten card addressed to Miss Ilsa Dana.
Well, what's it say?
Rather peculiar message. Have you prayed tonight? It's signed with a single letter O.
Have you prayed tonight?
Yes,
Signed O?
exactly. Weird, isn't it?
Well, what's weird about it? What could be plainer? Have you prayed tonight? Now, I ask you, who is the man in this deal who's interested in praying?
All of us, I hope, are God-fearing.
All right. But I ask you again, what does O stand for?
It could stand for O'Brien, Obituary, Omaha.
What about Oliphant?
Oliphant, too.
Look, what's with this indifference? The case is cracking and you slough it off. You remember what Young said? Oliphant threatened to kill her because she wouldn't join that cockeyed movement of his.
Don't exhaust yourself, Archie. We have a hard night ahead.
Yes, but I don't
But
understand.
I don't mean to stifle your imagination, my friend. But if you'd reserve your deductions for a little while, you could lend me some much-needed assistance.
What do you want?
I want you to become a burglar.
A burglar?
I want you to hurry over to the dead woman's apartment on Blanton Street and ransack it.
For what?
How do I know? We need help. Anything may help us. Go through the place with a fine tooth comb.
I tore the late Miss Dana's apartment to shreds, but I saw nothing. Then, just as I was about to give it up as a bum job, I noticed a little writing desk in the living room. Pried loose the lock and spotted something among a pile of papers that belonged to no well-to-do flat. It was a pawn ticket, lot 8N046, and the address was a pawn shop around the corner on 6th Avenue. It wasn't more than 90 seconds later that I walked into the joint and tossed the ticket across the counter.
Oh, yeah, this, want to redeem it.
And fast, huh, Pops?
Yeah, it's nothing that's worth much, mister.
No?
No.
Oh, what is it?
This? Small steel filing box.
Oh. Anything in it?
I don't know. Come to me locked, never been able to get it open.
We got it open, Wolf and I. Smashed the front end with a poker. There were some odds and ends inside, old earrings, some thumbtacks, a cigarette lighter, just trash. Then the boss stuck his fingers in and pulled out a plum.
This is it.
What do you mean, this is it?
You fail to recognize this classic document?
Huh?
A marriage license, Archie. A marriage license.
Yeah, well, whose marriage license?
The wording is self-explanatory. Listen. This is to certify, etc., etc., thus licensing on this 3rd day of May, 1946, the marriage of Miss Ilse Dana to Mr. Johann Jaeger.
Johann Jaeger?
Exactly.
Well, who in the world is Johann Jaeger?
We'll soon see.
I don't get it.
I can understand. It's a befuddling little puzzle. It'll be very easy for one to make a fatal mistake here.
But, of course, you won't.
I won't.
3 hours later, I'd herded all the suspects into the office, and he sat in his chair and glared at them. Oliphant, Young, and Hunter. It was tense and tight, and the boss let it stay that way, saying not a word to anybody while he calmly sipped his beer. It was Oliphant who cracked first.
I didn't kill Ilsa. I couldn't have.
Jealousy is a very compelling motive, Mr. Oliphant. And you came to me, remember, complaining that there was another man in Ilse Dana's life?
Whatever I complained about, and jealous as I was, I didn't kill her as the sacred power is my holy judge.
Being unacquainted with your sacred power, I'll have to ask you for a better authority.
Sacred power.
Oh, it simply wouldn't have been possible for me to have done it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because I was at Mickey's Night Owl Club last night from 7 until 4 a.m.
Contemplating the sacred power, no doubt.
That can be proved, Mr. Oliphant?
Let me call now. Let the head waiter tell you.
Well, you take your embarrassment as an indication that you're telling the truth.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't let him off like that.
Don't be bothersome, Archie.
Yeah, but we got that card he wrote, the one about have you prayed tonight, signed with his initial.
He didn't write that card, Archie.
Now, look.
And the O is not his initial, is it, Mr. Barstow Young?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
On the contrary, I am afraid you do. But for the record, I'll explain. Oh, Archie.
Yes, boss?
Hand Mr. Young that large red volume off the shelf behind Mr. Hunter's head.
This one?
That one, thank you. Now then, Mr. Young, you will favor me by opening the volume to page 1133.
But why?
Open it, sir. Good. You will now count 6 lines down from the top and read what you see.
Have you prayed tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Young.
What the devil is going on?
Mr. Young has just given us a reading from a tragedy. The line, have you prayed tonight, is spoken by the hero to the heroine just before he murders her. The name of the heroine is Desdemona. And the hero, as I'm sure you all know, is Othello.
Othello?
Yeah, the O was not Oliphant, Archie. Othello, I think, was a Shakespearean play which Miss Dana financed for our Mr. Young. And knowing she would recognize the quotation as well as the threat behind it, he sent it to her to warn her that he meant to murder her. You won't have the unmitigated gall to deny that, will you, Mr. Young?
No. No, I don't deny it.
Do I call the police?
But I didn't kill her. The fact that I sent the card doesn't mean I killed her.
Well, it'll do for my money.
But not for mine, Archie.
What?
Mr. Young couldn't have killed Miss Dana.
Why not?
Because he lacks the strength to strangle such a healthy young woman, a champion athlete. Wide awake and full of fight. He's rather a frail person, as we know, and smothering Miss Dana with that pillow was no easy task. She struggled. Therefore, she clawed the wrists of the murderer. I'm sure that if you examine Mr. Young's wrists, you will find no scratches or scars.
Here, let me see that.
Go ahead.
Well, Archie?
Yeah, you're right. Nothing.
I was sure there wouldn't be. The person who actually killed Miss Dana was a powerful physical specimen.
Yeah?
Yes, Mr. Hunter. In all probability, a professional athlete. A muscular man in good condition.
You pointing at me?
Seems quite likely, doesn't it?
You're out of your head.
Am I?
Yeah.
Ilse Dana war Ehefrau. Nicht wahr?
Jawohl. I mean...
You said yeah, Mr. Hunter. And you meant yeah, yes. I asked you in German if Ilse Dana was your wife, and you, in the heat of emotion, answered me yes in your mother tongue.
Look, what's going on here?
Allow me to present Mr. Johann Jaeger, Archie.
Him?
I've known it since we first saw that marriage license. You see, Jack Hunter is the English translation of our friend's real name back in Germany, where he comes from, Mr. Johann Jaeger.
Oh, what do you know?
So you proved nothing. Yeah, I was married to Ilse. That's why I said she couldn't marry anybody else. But I didn't kill her. She was my wife. I loved her.
Oliphant told us you were insanely jealous of her.
What if he did? You know better.
Do we?
Sure you do. Ilse told you herself over the phone that every word Oliphant said was a lie.
Interesting.
What is?
How you could possibly know what Ilse Dana told me over the phone. I haven't mentioned it to you or anybody else.
Oh, well, you see...
I see most clearly, Mr. Jaeger, that you must have been in the apartment with her listening on the extension phone, or you couldn't possibly have that information. And it was only a few minutes after that telephone call that Ilse Dana was smothered to death.
Did I see it's about time I said good night?
Wait a minute, Jaeger. Wait a minute.
Good work, Archie. I advise you to sit still, Mr. Johann Jaeger Hunter.
I was right. I told you he threatened to kill her.
But why?
I've only guessed at the story, reconstructed it, so to say. But I think you and Mr. Young ought to be congratulated.
On what, sir?
On not having won your fair lady. You've always thought of her as a sweet, demure society girl. But actually, she was a vicious person, as bad as the man who killed her, if not worse. She tortured him cruelly for 4 long years.
How can you say that about her?
How can you doubt it, Mr. Oliphant? There must have been a great many men in her life. We know at least 2 definitely, you and Mr. Young.
But she was in love with me.
She was in love with me.
I'm sorry to shatter your illusions, but she was not in love with either of you. She was using you for her purpose.
What was her purpose?
Tormenting the man she married. That was her preoccupation day and night. She delighted in tyrannizing over him, as one might in breaking a bull or taming a wild mustang. Do I come near the truth, Hunter?
Yes. Until I couldn't stand it any longer.
May I ask then why you married her?
Why? Because I couldn't help myself. I crawled for her. I married her on the terms that nobody should ever know I was her husband. She was too good for me, she told me that to my face over and over. That we belonged to different worlds. But I was crazy about her, so I took it. What I've taken you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I'm sure I would, Mr. Hunt. I'm a very understanding man. The question is, will a jury believe you? And that we must begin to learn immediately. Archie.
Yes, sir?
Phone for Inspector Kramer.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight's transcribed story by Peter Berry was based on the famous characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman program produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Herb Ellis as Archie Goodwin and Lee Millar, Marna Keneally, Larry Dobkin, Barney Phillips, and Jerry Hausner. Next week at this same time, Nero Wolfe and Archie will bring you The Case of the Headless Hunter. Don Stanley speaking. And don't forget, this Sunday marks the premiere of The Big Show on NBC. Not just any big show, it's The Big Show. NBC's hour and a half of comedy, music, drama, and the best of each. The Big Show will be heard every Sunday afternoon over most of these stations, with Tallulah Bankhead as mistress of ceremonies. Your stars for this Sunday's broadcast include Jimmy Durante, Fred Allen, Ethel Merman, Frankie Lane, Mindy Carson, Meredith Wilson, Danny Thomas, and hosts of others. No wonder it's The Big Show. And Theater Guild on the Air this Sunday presents Judy Garland in Miss Alice Adams. So don't forget, Tallulah Bankhead brings you The Big Show Sunday on NBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ringing of that phone bell means mystery, adventure.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. You're a... And you've lost your... Oh.
Archie, the answer is no.
Hold on a second. The answer to what is no, Mr. Wolfe?
I shall not attempt to find a blonde for anyone.
You've got the man on the phone a little wrong, Mr. Wolfe. He's not looking for a blonde. He's looking for a prize fighter.
Indeed. Have him come here.
Okay. Mr. Wolfe will see you at 8. So long. I was all set to argue with you about taking the case. You gave in too fast.
Nonsense. I'm fascinated by the thought of anyone misplacing a prize fighter. They're usually quite large, aren't they?
They are. But what this guy is worried about is not only finding his boy, but finding him alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the bulkiest, balkiest, smartest, and most unpredictable detective in the world. That chair-born genius, Nero Wolfe, created by Rex Stout and brought to you in a new series of adventures over this NBC network in the person of Mr. Sidney Greenstreet.
The case of the deadly sellout. That's what my boss, Nero Wolfe, called it. And it almost meant curtains for the firm of Wolfe and Goodwin. But let me give it to you straight right from the beginning. Although you ought to know that it wasn't until it was all over that I knew the very beginning of it myself. It all started in the New York flat of one Brock Rainey.
Yes?
The name is Jerry Fay.
I'm supposed to know you?
Being a very good friend of Pepe Gatto's, it's time you got to know me. May I come in?
Oh, sure. You've got a problem, Miss Fay?
Pepe took a fall at the garden last night against a coffee and bum named Eubanks, right?
As far as I know, Sister Gatto met his match.
Please, Mr. Rainey, do me a favor. Skip the sausage meat. It happens I saw the $1,200 you counted out to him to take a quick dive in the first.
You did?
How else would I know?
Okay, then here's my wrist. Slap it, Miss Fay. I'm a bad bull.
Now, look, who's kidding who? I don't care if Pepe makes himself a few deals on the side. I should worry whether he gives those meat eaters on the benches a run for the ducats. What's it to me?
If you're not worried, Sugar Plum, then neither am I. Also, I'm a very busy man.
Not too busy to pay off, I hope.
Pay off? To who?
To me.
For what?
For keeping it to myself that you collected $5,000 from the Eubanks crowd for getting Pepe to take that dive. Certain people might not like to hear it.
Miss Fay.
Yeah?
Drop dead.
I don't think we understand each other.
Which is just as well. Now get out of here.
There's something
Blow,
else.
bimbo.
Okay, Mr. Rainey. Have it your way. I'll go find someone with a more sympathetic ear. Someone like Lawson. Arnold F. Lawson. So long.
Wait. Where does Lawson come into this?
You asking is stalling. Lawson dropped a sizable piece of change on last night's two-step.
No. Close the door, Jerry.
Oh, yeah. $25,000 to be exact. That's a lot of corn to lose because a cheap fight manager arranges a frame. At least Arnold Lawson might think so.
Sit down.
Who's tired? Look, Mr. Rainey, it goes very simply in only one way. Lawson at yet knows from nothing except that your boy Gatto lost the fight. He may suspect, but he don't know. And he really don't have to know.
Glad to hear you say that.
And I'll be glad to see the shade of 3,000 long green banknotes.
How much?
You heard me, $3,000.
Get out.
Okay, I'm going. To the next phone and call Lawson.
Look, Jerry, give me time, huh? I haven't got that kind of dough right now.
Tell it to Lawson. When he gets through with you, you won't need any kind of dough.
You know, I've got Gatto set for a go with Mellish, the title contender. Gatto can take him. Please believe me, he's going to take him.
So?
So after what happened in the Eubanks fight, the odds on Gatto will be like a war debt. We can clean up.
Listen,
we can make
Heel, I wouldn't trust you from 11:59 to midnight. Get it up. Now. I'll give you 6 hours. After that, Lawson. So long.
Come on.
Hello?
Hello, Rainey, this is Gatto.
Hiya, Pepe.
Look, the boys dropped in on me at the office at Mindy's. Lawson wants to see me. Lost? Look, Bum, I'm the one with the cauliflower ears. You heard me. What do I do?
Nothing.
But...
Don't go near him. Stay home. Let me take care of it.
How? What do you do?
I don't know yet, Paper, but I'll find a way.
How did he find out?
Your girlfriend.
What? She wouldn't do that. She hates the guy.
Hate him or love him, she told him.
I can't believe it.
I suggest you call our little doll Jerry and give her your regards for the double cross. Meanwhile, stay put in your apartment. Don't move.
But, Rainey... Hello? Hello?
75, 319, 3...
Archie. What on earth are you mumbling about?
The high cost of blonde.
Indeed.
Oh, you can say that again.
I have no intention of doing so.
Okay, be smug. But there must have been a time even in your life when knickknacks from Tiffany figured on the budget.
Phooey.
Not to mention steak dinners and champagne. Or what did you feed your girls? Peppermint lozenges?
Nonsense.
Nonsense?
They preferred lime.
Oh, I'm dying, and he laughs. Mr. Wolfe?
Yes?
I have decided that you are giving me a raise.
Archie, this is not a period in which unilateral decisions are wise.
So I'll be a dope and get a raise, huh?
As for your future mental attainments, you may be right. As for a raise...
You want to drive me to gambling? Like betting on fights or going... Okay, it's the doorbell, and I'm answering it.
The name's Rainey. You're Goodwin?
I'm Goodwin. Come in.
Is Wolfe in?
Mr. Wolfe is always in. Unlike prize fighters, I guess. Come on.
Thank you.
Mr. Wolfe, this is Mr. Rainey, the man who lost his prize fighter.
How do you do, sir?
I'm not doing so good. Mr. Wolfe, you got to help me.
That will depend.
On what?
The fee? I digress. Your problem is what, Mr. Rainey?
Mr. Wolfe, I manage a fighter named Gatto. Maybe you've heard of him.
I have not. However, that is of little significance. You are having difficulty with this Mr. Gatto?
I'm not having difficulty with him. I can't find him. Maybe you better let me give you the whole picture, huh?
Very well.
Well, Gatto is an up-and-coming boy, Mr. Wolfe. He had a little upset last week with a guy named Eubanks. But everybody knows in spite of that, Gatto's heading for the big time. I think he'll prove that when he goes against Mellish.
Mr. Mellish being another pugilist, huh?
That's right, Mr. Wolfe. Now, Pepe, that's Gatto. Pepe was due at the Turf Club this afternoon to meet the opposition management and go over the setup. He was due, but he didn't show. I waited all afternoon, and then I started the phone calls and taxis.
The results?
No results. I combed every joint I ever knew him to buy a beer in, and the score was 0. Matter of fact, nobody's even seen him for 4 days.
You would have tried the gymnasiums, naturally?
I did.
Does this pugilist have a home?
Yeah, 206A Rathburn Street. A penthouse on the roof.
He was not at home during all this time?
It's where I tried first. It was empty as a bank on Saturday afternoon.
I see. And you want me to find him for you?
If Pepe blows this fight, Mr. Wolfe, it'll ruin his career.
And the preservation of his career is worth a good deal to you?
I got a check for $2,000 right here.
Archie?
I'll get it. $2,000.
Very well, Mr. Rainey. I shall take immediate steps.
I got a cab waiting outside. We can get started right away.
We? Phew. I shall remain here.
But how do you expect to...
Archie.
Yes, Mr. Wolfe.
You will leave with Mr. Rainey. I need information. You might try the Rathburn Street penthouse to start with.
But I've already been there.
With all due apologies, Mr. Rainey, suppose you restrict your activities to pugilists. Archie is a trained observer. You are not. Archie, you will pick up whatever you can at Gatto's apartment. I especially suggest a careful check on his wardrobe.
Wardrobe?
If his clothes are missing, Mr. Rainey, it would indicate that he left voluntarily and deliberately, for whatever reasons he may have had. If they are not, Archie, you will phone me from the apartment after your investigation is over.
Okay.
I shall, in the meantime, devote some thought to the subject.
Huh? For $2,000, all you're going to do is devote some thought?
Mr. Rainey, if I were not a modest man, I would point out to you that you're getting quite a a bargain.
Gatto? Gatto?
He's not here. I told you that. I was up here before.
He left the door unlocked?
I had a key. Guess I forgot to lock up after I left.
Now, let's look around. Bathroom?
Yeah.
Empty. It's a nice penthouse. That a closet?
Yeah. What do you think? He's playing hide and seek?
Try it.
Okay.
Anything in there?
Nothing I'm looking for.
What's that you found?
A hat.
Well, let's see.
A lady's hat.
Yeah, smart and expensive. Label reads a Madame Yetta original. That bunch of lace and feathers cost somebody a fast $50.
Yeah, probably one of his girls left it behind.
And maybe she'll call for it. Come on, we'll take a gander out on the roof.
I took a gander out there. It's bare as a bone.
What have we got over there with the chimney?
Where?
Over there.
Just an old awning. Got blown down in the storm last month.
Be right with you.
What are you doing?
Looking under it. Oh, brother.
You found him?
Yeah, we found him, chum. A little late. 2 holes in his dorsal development and dead as a clay pigeon.
Yeah.
Well, what have you got to say?
Well, now at least the bookies will cancel all bets. We both save our dough.
Yeah. I got to phone Mr. Wolfe. And there he was, Mr. Wolfe, under the old canvas awning.
Where's the hat? Oh, this is it.
That's it, boss. Snazzy number, no?
Where'd you find it?
On the floor of the closet.
You're right, Archie. Frothy little bit of millinery caprice. Have you any idea whose it may be, Mr. Rainey?
I wish I did.
You have to find out.
Well, how, boss?
The hat is an original. See, the label under the band reads a Madame Yetta original. Tomorrow morning, Archie, you will interview Madame Yetta.
Yes, boss.
And discover in your inimitable fashion for whom she made this chapeau. Hello?
Archie again, Mr. Wolfe. Per your instructions, I have just talked to Madame Yetta.
What did you learn?
Madame Yetta tells me she made that hat for a Mrs. Lawson.
Who is Mrs. Lawson?
Wife of an ex-beer hustler who's in the chips and puts on airs. Lives in a penthouse of the Bradford Arms. I was just about to hop a cab and go up there, boss.
Good. Keep this up, Archie. And through sheer practice, you may yet develop a full-blown intelligence.
Well, I'm trying, Mr. Wolfe. And after the Lawsons, I do what?
Return here immediately and hurry.
How do you do, Mr. Lawson?
Oh, Mr. Goodwin. My secretary tells me you're a detective.
My boss might argue with you on that, Mr. Lawson.
Your boss?
It happens I work for Nero Wolfe.
I see. And you wish to see me about...
About this hat.
Hat? Oh, I see, yeah. Well, Mr. Goodwin, please believe me, I never wear hats like that.
Would your wife be likely to say the same?
My wife? Just what are you getting at?
Would I seem too nosy if I asked how well you and your wife know Pepe Gato?
How well do we know who?
Pepe Gato.
The pug?
No, not such a pug.
No, huh? I lost $25,000 on him in the Eubanks fight. If you ask me, he laid down like a dog.
And did you talk it over with him?
Talk it over with him. Never seen the man in my life.
Not even at the fight?
No, I placed the bet over the telephone. I'd scarcely have anything to do with a character like Gatto, Mr. Goodwin.
You surely won't from here on out, Mr. Lawson.
What do you mean?
Gatto is dead.
You don't say.
He was murdered last night.
Murdered?
And what would you say, Mr. Lawson, if I told you that this hat is your wife's and that it was found in a closet in Gatto's apartment?
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you implying...
Not implying. Facts are sticking out.
What time was this dumb brute done away with?
Oh, I'd set it at somewhere between 5 and 7 p.m. last night.
Well, you said it very conveniently. Thanks.
Why?
My wife and I drove out of the city at 4:30 yesterday afternoon. Didn't get back until 2 this morning.
And this hat? It took wings and flew into Gatto's closet? Is that the answer?
No, that's not the answer.
Then what is?
This is. A month and a half ago, I was with Celia on a bus top. She was wearing that hat, and the wind blew it off her head.
I see.
And from there, we figure that somebody picked it up, and it finally wound up at Gatto.
You can figure anything you please. Personally, I don't feel in any way obligated to figure anything.
Darling, I was just on my way out and... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were busy.
Yes, I am busy, Celia.
Wait a minute. He's not all that
Run along
busy.
now, dear. You'll be late.
But I want to talk
Run
to you.
along, Celia.
Yes, darling. Sorry. I'll see you later.
Beautiful. Really beautiful.
I've always thought so, Goodwin.
You, didn't give me much of a chance to talk to her, did you, Lawson?
If I didn't, it's for your own good.
My good? I don't get it.
Celia's a sensitive person, and I won't have her bothered.
And do you mean to tell me you let him scare you?
Let him scare me. Say, will you stop being so fearless with my life? The guy said don't bother my wife, so I didn't bother his wife. It was that simple.
Apparently his wife is not blonde. Answer the phone, Archie.
No, you answer it. Now you've hurt my feelings.
Oh, well. Hello?
I want to speak to Mr. Nero Wolfe.
Mr. Wolfe speaking.
Oh? Is it true that you're interested in the Gatto murder?
Who are you, and how do you know he's been murdered?
The second question is none of your business. And as for the first, call me Jerry. Jerry.
How do you do, Jerry? Jerry. Where do you call?
Would you like to come to an auction?
An auction?
You know, going, gone, to the highest bidder.
And what are you placing on the auction block, Miss Jerry?
A few facts. All in good condition and guaranteed to make it a cinch to snag the Gatto killer.
Sounds promising.
Only you'll have to bid against real money.
May I have the address of the auction room?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Your assistant was there last night.
Where?
The penthouse on top of 206A Rathburn Street. The big item goes on at 4 bells. Yeah? Who is it?
Man named Wolf sent me.
Just a sec.
You're Jerry, huh?
I was expecting the man named Wolfe.
Unfortunately for me, honey, when he's expected, I usually show up.
Come on in.
You? See, I'm the legs of the combination. He's the brains. It makes a nice division of labor.
I see. You came in plenty of time.
On the nose is our custom. Where are the rest of the bidders?
Any second now.
Mm-hmm. How many besides me are coming?
1.
Small auction.
But big action.
How'd you happen to decide on this?
I knew Gatto pretty good.
And you were fond of him pretty good, huh?
How did you guess?
Well, you've got a key to this place of his, or you couldn't let yourself in. It adds, no?
Gee, you should have been a detective.
Just what I keep telling Mr. Wolfe. Look, tell me, Jerry, darling, this other person who's coming to the auction, who?
The killer?
You don't say. You sure the killer isn't here already?
Look, I didn't kill him.
The story you would like me to believe is that you witnessed the killing, huh? Called the killer and Mr. Wolfe and said, come on, kids, you can get me either to talk or shut up, depending on who pays the most. That it?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, prove you know what you're talking about. Who is the killer? Is it Block Rainey?
Should also have your head examined, pretty boy. I talk for dough and only for dough. Not that I'm mercenary or anything, but...
Okay, tell me this. How come you saw the killer in the act?
Simple. I was here with Gatto. Called me to come see him. While I was here, the shot came through the window there from the roof.
You know something, sweetheart?
What?
I can't understand how a girl like you, a pretty nice girl under all that paint and powder and Broadway shellac, how you could do a thing like this. You were in love with Gatto, I know that. Everybody does. And still you're willing to keep your mouth shut if the killer pays enough. How come? What's the matter, honey? Did I hit a tender spot?
I don't think you understand. Sure, I was in love with the goof. Then along comes this other dame. She's rich and beautiful, and she has everything to give him.
Ooh, do I know her?
Of course you do. She...
Jerry.
Oh.
Jerry.
She was just about to tell me, and then the shot came through the window from the roof, boss. It's a flat roof outside.
You didn't, I suppose, see the murderer?
No. I caught Jerry in my arms. By the time I laid her down on the couch and got out on the roof, the killer was gone.
Get right over here and bring our client with you, if you can find him.
Rainey?
That's right. He has a right to be in on the kill.
Okay, boss. But keep away from that beer till I get there.
Don't be impertinent. I shall be busy phoning Mr. and Mrs. Lawson. Meanwhile, I want them here, too. Besides, one bottle won't do any harm. Ah, there they are. Let them in, Archie. You remain seated, Mr. Rainey.
Okay, Mr. Wolfe.
Well, come in, Mr. Lawson. Come in.
Mr. Wolfe here?
He's here. Nice of you to come.
Anything to help the law.
Ah, Mr. Lawson. Your wife didn't come.
No, Mr. Wolfe. She was out when you called. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I left word with the butler, however.
Mr. Lawson, about 20 minutes ago, a girl named Jerry Fay was killed.
So?
She was killed in your neighborhood, in a flat formerly occupied by one Pepe Gato.
Well, where would that be?
Maybe your wife knows where the flat would be.
How dare you, sir?
No histrionics, please. Where was your wife when the girl was killed? I'm advising you that if there is an alibi, now's the time to state it.
I wouldn't humiliate Celia by alibying for her.
Then the police will pick her up.
But she didn't kill this girl, Mr. Wolfe.
You have reasons for that opinion?
The best of reasons.
I'd be grateful if you'd state them and let me be the judge of their excellence.
One should do. This one. Celia's out in the country visiting her mother.
Oh?
Does that settle it?
Possibly. What's her mother's telephone number?
Why,
Merely a routine check.
Well, can't you take my word?
I'll take her mother's number. Well, Mr. Lawson?
I'm sorry. I hoped you'd buy this story.
What do you mean?
Her mother's been dead for 10 years.
I see.
Well, I don't. What's the idea?
It's known as marital devotion, Archie. I suppose you realize, Mr. Lawson, that in shielding your wife, you're aiding and abetting a murderess?
I haven't stopped to realize anything. When Goodwin brought me that hat, I didn't know what to say.
Oh, you pitched me a curve then, too.
Well, I suppose you might call it that, but...
And she didn't lose the chapeau off a bus top.
No, but you've got to understand. Celia's the dearest thing in life to me.
Yeah, so's a lady rattlesnake to its husband.
I suggest it is time for you to be objective in this matter, Mr. Lawson.
What do you want to know?
Tell us where she can be found.
I have no idea.
When is she expected to return home?
Never.
Oh?
You see, we had an argument. I doubt that I'll ever see her again.
Then we're quite on our own, Archie.
To do what?
To make a journey to Gatto's apartment.
Gatto's apartment?
She probably has a key to that popular abode.
But she wouldn't go there, boss.
On the contrary, I am of the opinion that that's just where she would go. Give me my hat.
Don't tell me you're going to stir yourself.
It's a most unpleasant necessity, Archie. But the lady in question is dangerous and not at all hesitant about indiscriminate gunplay. Get out the car, Archie. We'll make the journey to Rathbun Street penthouse with the hope that Celia Lawson will show up in time to mourn her lost love.
You want me to go along with you, too, Mr. Wolfe?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Rainey, I do. I trust this chair will hold me.
Should. Biggest chair in the house.
Mr. Wolfe.
Yes, Mr. Rainey?
Mr. Wolfe, am I to understand that the way you have it figured is that Mrs. Lawson killed Gatto, and then to keep the girl from pinning the crime on her, she killed her, too?
What's the matter, Mr. Rainey? Don't you think the theory holds water?
Well, yes. I mean, of course it does.
Thank you. On the other hand, there is room for doubt.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Mr. Wolfe. Would you mind explaining?
I'll explain, Mr. Lawson. Mr. Goodwin was in this room when Jerry Fay was killed. Right, Archie?
Right, boss.
He ran as quickly as he could out onto the roof, but your wife was nowhere in evidence.
What difference does that make?
A good deal, I'd say. Wouldn't you, Archie?
Yes, a detail like that would give a jury room for doubt.
Oh, don't be a fool.
How so, Rainey?
Well, I was about to agree with Rainey. I mean on sheer logic.
I'm afraid I miss your point, Mr. Lawson.
Well, what if Goodwin didn't see her? That proves nothing. She fired the shots, and then she ran down the fire escape.
What fire escape?
The one a few feet beyond the chimney.
Mr. Lawson.
Yes?
Who told you there was a fire escape there?
Why,
Yeah, who did? You can't see it from here, Lawson.
Well, I just imagined there might be.
Sensationally accurate imagination, Mr. Lawson. Allow me to congratulate you.
I don't know what you have in mind.
You have in mind to see your wife convicted of the murder of Pepe Gatto. and so punish them both for having dared to fall in love.
I love Celia. I worship her.
Yes, that's what you expected me to believe, hoping, meanwhile, that a hat would convict her. You worshipped her until she became fascinated by a young savage animal known as Pepe Gato.
No.
At that point, the worship shifted into reverse, and you went green with hate. Hate that drove you to climb that fire escape that you know so much about and shoot him in the back.
You're dreaming.
Jerry Fay saw you in the act, and when she was about to divulge your identity to Archie, you killed her too, meaning to hang her murder on your wife along with the other killing.
That's a lie.
Mr. Lawson, I didn't bring you here to apprehend your wife. There's really no reason why she should come here. I suggested this visit in the belief that you'd betray some guilty knowledge of the place and circumstances, as you have so obligingly just done.
You're clever, aren't you?
Monumentally.
But a little hasty.
So, why?
This gun in my hand, haven't you noticed?
Of course, sir, but yours is not the only gun in the world.
What?
Sit still, Arnold, and don't turn around.
Your wife, Mr. Lawson. Come in, my dear.
Celia, what are you doing here?
I came to get a hat that I'd left in Pepe's closet. It suddenly was clear to me what was in the wind, and I thought I'd better remove all evidence that you could possibly use against me.
Celia, listen, you must understand
I
it's for you.
understand one thing only. Pepe's gone, and you took him away.
Listen, please, if you let me explain, you'll understand.
Yeah?
Please, honey, help me.
Sure, I'll help you.
Celia!
Well, that's all, Mr. Wolfe. What now?
Archie, why is it when you drive it always gets so crowded outside?
Will it go tough on her, boss?
Why not? She killed a man in cold blood. Though she actually saved our lives while doing so.
I hope that helps her at the trial.
I hope so, Archie. After all, if she hadn't done what she did, what would have happened to the lobster bisque?
What lobster bisque?
The lobster bisque that Fritz is making for dinner. Hurry, Archie. It really can't be appreciated unless it's eaten hot.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight's transcribed story was based on the characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman program, produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Larry Dobkin as Archie Goodwin, and Ann Diamond, Charlotte Lawrence, Gerald Moore, Don Diamond, and Eddie Fields. Next week at this same time, Nero Wolfe and Archie will bring you The Case of the Killer Card. Don Stanley speaking. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Saturday night is date night, and NBC has a lively lineup of music and fun to help your courting along. Tomorrow, Dennis Day brings you a melodic and mirthful 30 minutes, and then Judy Canova gets together with her gang for a sparkling session of mountain-style song and laughter, followed by singing MC Red Foley and his friends on that exciting parcel of Western tunes and mayhem Grand Ole Opry. Here's Sam Spade. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Ladies and gentlemen, the ringing of that phone bell brings you mystery, adventure.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. Just a moment, please. Hey, boss, Mr. Tom Wilcox wants an appointment. How about 1 o'clock?
Archie, no appointments today. I intend to pot some dendrobium offsets.
1 o'clock will be fine, Mr. Wilcox.
You see the Tom Wilcox who was acquitted yesterday of the murder of that singer, Keith Hansen?
Mr. Wilcox, are you the Tom Wilcox who... Oh, you are. I see.
What does he want with me?
Mr. Wilcox, why do you seek Mr. Wolfe's services? I see. Well, our fee is $1,000 with a retainer of $500, okay? Oh, yes, Mr. Wolfe will see you. What's that? Hey, what was that? Hey, Mr. Wilcox.
Archie, stop shouting, hey.
He whispered someone was at the window. Then I heard a shot, and he dropped the phone. Boss, I'm afraid we've just lost a client.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that renowned genius who is the bulkiest, bulkiest, most ponderous, and most brilliant detective in the world. Yes, none other than that chairborne mass of unpredictable intellect, Nero Wolfe, created by Rex Stout, and brought to you in a new series of adventures over this NBC network in the person of Mr. Sidney Greenstreet.
This episode is one Nero Wolfe refers to as a slight case of perjury. It all started with a phone call from Tom Wilcox and the ensuing shot, which I was sure had brought our newfound income to an early end. Anyway, there was the shot and... Hello? Mr. Wilcox? Hello? Well, boss, I've certainly waited long enough for him to come back to the phone. We may have just lost a nice bankroll.
Nonsense, Archie. Other clients will rescue us. Now for a cold bottle of beer, Archie.
We're almost out of beer. I better get over there and see what happened to Mr. Wilcox.
The beer first.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. Oh, Wilcox, you all right? Well, was that a shot? It was, huh? I'm glad it missed.
Tell him to come right over here.
Yeah, you dug the slug out of the wall. Well, come right over. Boss, the police never found the gun that killed Keith Hansen.
No gun was found.
Wilcox said he thinks he was shot at with a .32. He dug the bullet out of the wall. The murderer of Hansen must now be after Wilcox.
If Wilcox is telling the truth.
He was acquitted. The society gal, Mrs. Patricia Park, established his alibi, said she was with Wilcox at the time the murder was supposed to have occurred.
I read the papers, Archie.
Where's last night's paper? Wow, boss, look at her picture. Ooh, she's a honey.
Archie, will you get me some beer?
Well, if you move your arm 6 1/4 inches, you can't possibly miss it. Mr. Wolfe, this is Tom Wilcox, our new client.
How do you do?
Archie, the red leather chair for Mr. Wilcox.
Mr. Wolfe, I'd like your aid in finding the murderer of Keith Hansen.
Indeed. Why do you suppose you were shot at this morning?
I gave a statement to the press last night, which was printed this morning, saying that I was going to seek out the killer of Keith Hansen. The killer obviously wants me stopped. Here's the bullet, a .32, I'd say.
Why did you go to Keith Hansen's apartment on the day of his death?
I went there to tell him to stay away from my sister. We had a fight. The manager came and stopped us. I told Hansen I'd kill him if he didn't lay off. The manager heard this. Then I went home.
What time was that?
About 8:30. The police claimed I returned to Hansen's apartment and shot him. I couldn't prove I was at home all night. It was going rough for me until Patricia Park testified she was with me at the time when the crime was said to have been committed.
Why didn't you tell the police in the first place that this Patricia Park was with you?
Well, that's the whole trouble. She wasn't.
What?
Her claim that she spent the hours from 9 till midnight with me was a lie. In fact, I'd never met the woman in my life.
Have you contacted this Patricia since your release, Mr. Wilcox?
Yes, but she refuses to see me.
Archie, phone Mrs. Patricia Park and tell her that she must see you at once for her own good. Time is of the essence.
And what else can you tell me, Mrs. Park?
Mr. Goodwin, I haven't anything more to say than I've already said.
All I want is a simple answer as to why you lied about being with Tom Wilcox.
Well, Tom Wilcox is a very fine man, but he isn't telling you the truth.
Did you commit the murder and succeed in establishing your own alibi by swearing you and Tom Wilcox were together 10 miles from the scene of the crime?
I did not.
Do you own a gun?
Don has one around.
Who's Don?
Don's my husband.
Oh, is he here?
I doubt it. He's never here. Spends most of his time at the bookies, throwing away every cent he can get his hands on. I've had to cut his allowance to practically nothing.
Doesn't he work?
No. He studied medicine, but gave it up. He was an illustrator for years, but gave that up when his eyes were burned in a plane crash.
Mm-hmm. Where's the gun?
It's in the desk. It used to be in here.
What caliber?
I don't know.
Where were you at 10 o'clock this morning?
Why, I think I was with the cook.
Someone fired a shot at Tom Wilcox this morning through the window.
No. Oh, no. Archie, please don't continue with this investigation, please.
How well did you know Keith Hansen?
Not very well, but enough to realize he was no good. Mr. Goodwin, if you'll drop this case, I'll give you $1,000 cash.
Not interested. But I am interested in learning why you lied, why Tom was shot at this morning, and why you should try to bribe me.
You must stop for your own sake.
How will it benefit me to step out of it?
The killer tried to stop Tom Wilcox. You might be next, and he may not miss this time.
Go on. Why have you been protecting Wilcox?
I believe Tom Wilcox was innocent. And I didn't want him to be sentenced to die, so I lied at the trial.
He told us today he'd never seen you before.
That's true. But he looked so innocent, so clean and good and decent.
That's not very believable. If you don't think Wilcox killed Hansen, who do you think did it?
Please believe me, Archie. I don't know. I tell you.
Hi, sis. Hey, what's the matter? Are we intruding?
Oh, hello, Marge. Brad, come in. This is Mr. Goodwin, my sister and brother-in-law, Marge and Brad King.
How do you do?
Hello. What gives, and who's Mr. Goodwin?
A private detective, Marge. I've just explained to Mr. Goodwin that I wasn't with Tom Wilcox at the time of Keith Hansen's murder.
Pat, why did you tell him that?
Mr. Goodwin, I hope you will not use this knowledge against Pat.
Did you all know Keith Hansen?
Yes. And my husband and Keith went to school together.
Keith, Don, and I were on the same polo team.
Where were you at the time of the Hansen murder, Mr. King?
He and Don were attending a horse show at Madison Square Garden. Marge and I didn't want to go. We stayed here.
Where were you at 10 this morning, Mr. King?
Why, I had an appointment with my dentist, Dr. Flagg, Rockefeller Center.
And you, Mrs. King?
I was shopping. Ilsa's salon, a sale on dresses. Why all this questioning?
Marge, someone tried to kill Tom Wilcox this morning.
What?
May I use the phone, Mrs. Park?
Yes, of course. First door to your left.
Suppose you try to find the gun.
Marge, that gun is missing from the desk.
I haven't seen it.
Do you know the caliber, Mr. King?
32, I think.
It must be in the house.
For your sake, I hope you find it.
Nero Wolfe speaking.
Archie, boss.
You should have reported long ago. She must be very pretty.
Pat Park admits she lied. She claims now she was with her sister, Marge King. Marge and her husband, Brad, have alibis, and all have alibis for this morning. I'll check them before I return.
Where were they the night of the Hansen murder?
Well, Brad and Don Park, that's Pat's husband, were at the Madison Square Garden horse show. Pat and Marge were together here at the house.
Impossible to verify the Madison Square alibi at this date. Check all the rest and come home for lunch. It's Oysters Rockefeller.
Has Inspector Kramer arrived yet?
He has, and left the police records on the Hansen murder. He has taken the bullet Wilcox brought to be checked at ballistics.
Good. Pat had a .32 caliber gun in the desk in the library. It's now missing.
Indeed.
And, boss, Pat just offered me $1,000 to quit the case. When I refused, she said if I didn't lay off, something might happen to me.
Oh, dear me. That would be most upsetting, eh? After lunch, I want you to visit the late Keith Hansen's apartment. Bye.
Before you join the others, Mr. Goodwin, I want to talk to you.
All right. Close the door, Marge.
Pat didn't mean anything when she offered you money, Archie. And she wasn't threatening you, honest.
I'm convinced. Why the pressure?
Well, why don't you sit down? Here, by me.
Okay. What's on your mind, huh?
Archie, I can add another 1,000 to what Pat offered. Wouldn't that be enough, Archie? I can give it to you right now. Brad'll write a check.
Does Brad want me to stop, too?
He said you couldn't be persuaded.
Every one of you seems to have had a reason for killing Hansen. None of you apparently liked him. Now, be a good little girl, Marge, and stop trying to act like a Delilah. If you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about.
You're stuffy. I hope you do get hurt.
Thanks a million. Now let's join the others. Well, Pat, did you find the gun?
I can't find it anywhere. Oh, Mr. Goodwin, this is Don Park, my husband.
How do you do?
How are you?
Have you seen the gun, Mr. Park?
Not for ages. You're a detective, eh?
Yeah. May I ask where you were this morning about 10?
Why? Well, frankly, I was at my bookies.
Where's that?
I can't tell you, but I'll call him and you can check it.
Were you and Brad together at all times during the horse show the night of Keith Hansen's murder?
No. Brad wandered away a couple of times, and I saw some people I knew.
You know how it is. We'd meet at intervals.
Archie, you're wasting your time. None of us is guilty. I made a fool of myself, that's all. Tom Wilcox was such a decent man that I hated to see him have to pay for taking Keith Hansen's rotten life.
If a man's guilty, why should you butt in? You never use your head.
Pat is one person who thinks of others before herself.
Marge, forget it.
Now you've got private detectives snooping around. What are you after, Goodwin? Who are you working for? Why don't you let my wife alone? The case is closed, isn't it?
Maybe.
Don, this just makes it more interesting to Mr. Goodwin.
As a matter of fact, I think you all know more than you're telling. I still think Tom Wilcox killed him. And there's only one reason why Pat should protect him.
Don, that's enough.
Nice, happy family, suffering all the torments of a guilty conscience. Is that it?
What are you trying to do, Mr. Goodwin? Get your nose poked?
Not exactly.
If not, you'd better leave.
Okay, Mr. King, I'll run along. Mr. Wolfe will be anxiously waiting to hear about this. So long.
Pet Park's cook verified her alibi for 10 o'clock this morning, then. What about the other alibis?
Well, Brad's dentist said that he didn't get to Brad until about 10:30. His appointments had run over. He wasn't sure if Brad was there at 10 or not. The nurse was out at that time. Marge's alibi is no good. And that mob at Ilsa's, the saleswomen wouldn't have known their own mothers. Don's alibi checks if we can take the word of the bookie.
Don and Pat, then, are the only ones who have alibis that checked, huh?
That's right. Are these the reports Inspector Kramer brought?
Hmm?
Keith Hansen's body showed obvious signs of battery. Lips were swollen and lacerated, clothes disarranged. Knuckles of the right hand were skinned, nose fractured. Major contusion over the right eye. The eyes were closed. .32 caliber bullet was embedded in the left chest wall. Wow, what a battle.
I am of the opinion that Hansen was battered by two different people. I think someone arrived after Wilcox was thrown out by the manager, and this someone gave Hansen another beating.
Really, boss?
Come, let's have dinner. Then you must get over to Hansen's apartment.
Boss?
Yes, Archie? What have you found at Hansen's place?
Well, the desk yielded one thing of interest. Keith's address book. And Marge's name is in there. Apparently, he'd known her before she was married, when she was Marge Van Cott.
I see.
A married name King was added in a different colored ink. Pat's phone number's there, and of course Don's and Brad's office numbers. There are a few bills, but no letters, no clues.
Sure?
Boss, I've combed the place, and there's no... Hey, wait a minute, I'll call you back. Who's there?
Archie, you know I dislike the banging of doors. Sign of ill breeding. Archie, what happened to you?
Target for tonight, Archie Goodwin.
Your forehead's bleeding. You better have Fritz fix it.
Well, my head can wait. Some guy certainly surprised me at Hansen's. Creased me on the forehead. Good thing I snapped off the lights. He emptied his gun at me. We scuffled and he got away. And then I dug his slug out of a chair. I think it's a .32. But look at this, boss. A little round piece of glass. Found it on the floor.
It's very small, very smooth, and concavo-convex in shape. Half an inch diameter.
Watch crystal?
Don't think so. The edges are too smoothly ground. I'll examine it under a magnifying glass.
I'll get it, boss. Oh, hi, Tom. Come in. Mr. Wilcox, boss.
Archie, hey, what's happened to you?
Somebody tried to scalp me.
Good evening, Mr. Wilcox.
The red leather chair, Tom.
Archie, please finish your report. Did you notice anything else of importance at Hansen's apartment?
Is that where this happened?
Yeah. Well, there were dozens of gals' photos scattered around.
Photos, eh? But no letters, Archie?
Not a one.
There must be some letters, Archie. Love letters. Wherever we have girls' photos and telephone numbers, I assure you there are bound to be love letters. That is what we must find. But then we'll have a motive.
Yeah, but where do I look, huh?
Go to Hansen's dressing room at the Club Diablo. I have just phoned the place. A female singer is substituting for Hansen, but she won't arrive until supper hour. Mr. Wilcox, accompany Mr. Goodwin, if you please. Keep your eyes open. I need the boy.
Then you do love me, boss? Come on, Tom. Let's look at this Club Diablo.
Well, I fixed it up with the stage doorman. Here, this is Hanson's dressing room.
What a layout. His dressing room's fancier than most of the Met stars get.
Hanson fixed it up himself. A bar, refrigerator, hot plate, television set. He could live here.
Some of this stuff could be the new girl singers.
I don't think so.
Well, let's get to work, Tom. Take the drawers in his dressing table first.
What are we looking for, Archie?
Mr. Wolfe says the motive. He means letters. There's nothing here. Nothing in the desk. New singer must have cleaned it out for her things.
Nothing in the books.
Don't pass up that refrigerator.
Nope, empty. Hey, there is something here. Back of the ice cube trays. Come here.
Oh, wow. Mr. Wolfe said there had to be letters, and so there are letters. Lots of them. Hey, here's one from Marge. And another. And look here. Really confidential letters from a dozen society gals.
There's something else in the back.
Bank book. What do you know? A singer like Keith didn't make this much.
No, that kind of money didn't come from crooning.
This guy Keith was really shaking these babes down.
Archie, someone's coming, listen.
Quick, behind the door and grab him. Douse the lights.
Run, Marge, run!
Hold it, Tom.
Well, it's you two.
You dirty rat. Higgin woman. Tom, what are you and Archie doing here? The letters. Oh, Archie, you found them. Archie, please, give me those letters.
Don't touch. I'll just put them safely away in my pocket. Besides, you didn't write all of these.
Give them to me. At least give me my letters.
I'll tell you what. You go on home and stay there, and we'll leave it up to Mr. Wolfe. Tom, take him outside. I want to use his phone.
Come along, ladies. Let us oblige Mr. Goodwin. I'll meet you at the stage door, Archie.
Right. Hey, the lights. Who's there?
Put the phone up, Goodwin.
Who are you?
Archie, what happened? Are you hurt? Here, let me help you.
I'm all right. I guess. Ooh, my head. Did you see anybody?
No, I didn't. I shouldn't have left you.
Turn out the lights before I saw him. He whispered. Got away with all the evidence. Where are the girls?
I sent them home in a cab.
Well, let's get over to Mr. Wolfe. This is tough luck. If I'm not mistaken, his next move will be to have a little get-together with all concerned. Come on.
Archie, the door, our guests are arriving.
Excuse me, Tom. Come in, Inspector Kramer.
Goodwin.
Good evening, Inspector.
Well, Mr. Wolfe, got the killer? You said you'd hand him over to me this evening.
In time, Inspector. You know Tom Wilcox, of course.
Mr. Wolfe.
Evening, Inspector.
What about the ballistics report, Inspector?
The bullet was shot from the same gun that killed Hanson.
And that gun, I am certain, came from the home of Pat and Don Parks. Marge and Brad King also had access to it. I have one more bullet here, Inspector, one fired at Mr. Goodwin. I am sure it was also shot from the same gun. However, it isn't important now.
Isn't important? It almost cost me my life.
You can make it into a charm if you wish. Inspector Kramer, before our other guests arrive, I must tell you that Mrs. Park lied on the witness stand. She was not with Tom Wilcox at the time Keith Hanson was murdered. In fact, they were absolute strangers.
What?
Sit down, Inspector. 4 other guests are due to arrive any moment.
Well, who are the other guests?
Patricia and Don Park, Marge and Brad King. One or all is involved in the Hanson murder. Archie, do any of these people wear spectacles?
Nope, none of them.
You know why this person killed Hanson, Mr. Wolfe?
First of all, Hanson was a blackmailer. The girl Marge was the current victim. The letters Hanson held were the threat. I'll explain later.
Well, then Pat must have thought that Marge killed Hanson to get the letters, and she lied on the stand to save Tom's life because she believed Tom was innocent.
Where's this Marge King? I'll have her picked up.
Sit down, Inspector. Archie, I believe our guests are arriving now.
Come in, come in.
How are you?
Good evening. Archie, cheers. Inspector Kramer, Patricia and Don Park, Marge and Brad King, and this is Tom Wilcox.
We met at the Club Diablo this afternoon.
All right, Mr. Wolfe. Which one is it?
Patience, Inspector. One of these 5 people is the murderer of Keith Hansen, a killer.
What is this nonsense?
Please sit down. Mr. Wolfe speaking. Go ahead, boss.
Any one of you had sufficient motive to have committed the Hansen murder. Not one of you has established a bona fide alibi. You who are actually innocent must tell the truth, or you shall all suffer as accessories after the fact.
Mr. Wolfe, you're wasting your time.
Marge, several years ago, you were secretly married to Keith Hansen. It lasted but 1 week. You gave Keith the money to get a divorce from you at Mexico. He didn't, which made you a bigamist when you married Brad. Keith was all set to blackmail you. He knew your husband, Brad, was wealthy.
Marge, is this true?
Yes. Oh, please, Brad, I thought he got the divorce.
If I'd known that, I would have killed Hanson myself.
Maybe you did kill him.
One moment, Inspector. Patricia, you lied on the stand to protect Tom Wilcox here because you believed your sister Marge was guilty of Hanson's murder. Why did you believe her guilty? Were you at the scene of the crime?
Marge, it's time to tell the truth and clear all this up.
You won't be satisfied until you're in jail. Will you shut up?
Quiet, please. Go ahead, Marge.
All right. Keith Hansen was shot from the bedroom while I stood talking to him in the living room.
You went there to buy back your letters?
Yes, Pat drove me to his apartment. There was no place to park, so she said she'd drive around the block until I came out. That's why she's never been sure whether I killed him or not.
That's right. Because I feel I might have shot him if I'd been in your place. Because of what Hansen did.
What was it he did?
Keith Hansen demanded $10,000 in exchange for the letters. Pat loaned me the money, so Brad wouldn't know.
What? Is that true, Pat? You loaned her $10,000?
I got to Keith's apartment about 9:30. He looked awful. He obviously had been in a fight. The room was mussed up and his nose was bleeding.
Yes, go on.
He went to the bedroom to get the letters and came back saying they were gone. I didn't believe him. Keith said he knew who had taken them and he'd have them back by morning. He grabbed the money from me and put it in his pocket. He was just about to tell me who took the letters when there was a shot from the bedroom door. Keith Hansen fell to the floor, but I didn't see anyone. I wanted to get my money from his coat pocket, Pat's money, but I couldn't touch him. His staring, wide-open eyes were horrifying. I ran.
Poor baby, why didn't you tell me?
I think you're lying, young lady. You took the gun from your sister's desk, and when Keith Hansen didn't produce the letters, you deliberately shot him. You didn't even offer him any money. You kept it yourself.
No, I didn't. Oh, Pat, don't believe him.
Inspector Kramer, she's innocent. I know who did it.
Oh, no, Brad, stop. Oh, Brad, what are you saying?
All right. Break it up.
Yeah, so do I know, Brad. That's why you left the horse show. I've thought you were guilty all along.
All right, Inspector. Now you know.
I don't get this, boss.
Inspector, ladies and gentlemen, please. First, which of you had some medical training?
Medical training? Oh, Keith Hansen and I both went to medical school. Why?
That is most enlightening, Mr. Park.
Marge and I were nurses' aides during the war.
Then perhaps you can interpret this medical phraseology for me. These few lines from this little medical book. Archie, hand it to Don Park. Will you read it, please? Top of page 75.
It says the form of pernicious anemia commonly found in the human is...
Now, Don, hold your hand over your right eye and read on.
What? Also common to the many lower...
Now, cover the left eye and read with the other.
What is this?
Go ahead.
Many lower animals and this light isn't so good.
Step close to me. Yes, thank you. Mr. Park, here is the contact lens for your right eye. I'm sure you've been tremendously handicapped without it all day. Inspector Don Park is your murderer.
Don't move, Park.
Keep away, I warn you.
Drop that gun, Park.
Well, I got his gun. There you are, Inspector. He's all yours now.
Okay, come on.
Okay, Goodwin. But I'll get out of this.
You trapped yourself, Don, by your contact lens. It dropped from your eye during the scuffle with Archie in the Hansen apartment this afternoon. And the gun Archie just took from you is undoubtedly the murder weapon. and the gun that fired the bullets at Wilcox and Archie today.
Hey, Tom, are you all right? There's blood on the side of your head.
Just grazed my scalp. You and I must have hard heads.
Well, that's that. Thanks so much, Inspector, for dropping in. Come again, won't you?
This was a rough day's work, boss.
Some beer, Archie, please.
Right. Hey, what was that business about the medical training?
Marge said the body of Keith had staring, wide-open eyes, preventing her from touching the body. But the police found the eyelids closed. How did they get closed?
Well, he must have bothered Don, too, and he closed him, his medical training.
Right. A layman would never touch the eyes of the dead. Marge couldn't, not even to get back the $10,000.
Here's your beer. Why did Don do all this, boss?
Obviously, he learned of Hanson's blackmail scheme and was trying to force him to agree to split Marge's $10,000. Don was quite startled a minute ago to learn that Pat, his own wife, put up the money. However, when they heard Marge arriving, Don stepped into the bedroom, found Marge's letters in there, and must have hidden in the closet.
And then as Keith Hansen was about to speak Don's name, Don shot him and took Marge's money. Of course, he planned to carry on a blackmailing of Marge himself, thinking the money would come from Brad.
Yeah. And you are warming that beer with your hot little hands. Pour it, please.
There you are.
You've had a rough day, beaten twice and lost to interesting women. Tonight you may open your bedroom window. Good night, Archie.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight's transcribed story by Gladys Williams was based on the characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman production, produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Harry Bartell as Archie Goodwin, and Mary Lansing, Gene Bates, Paul Marion, Barney Phillips, Ken Peters, and Bill Johnstone. Next week at this same time, Nero Wolfe and Archie will bring you The Case of the Lost Heir. Don Stanley speaking. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ringing of that phone bell means mystery, adventure.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. Mr. Wolfe? Yeah, he's right here. Who's this?
Archie, hang up. Don't ask questions.
You have a what?
Archie, it's past your bedtime.
Well, I'm afraid, Mr. Wolfe, it's past his bedtime.
Your bedtime.
It's a client, boss.
That's what I was afraid of. Foolish.
Hello? Hello?
Well, why do you look so bewildered?
He's coming right over. He says he's got a date with murder.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the detective genius who rates the knife and fork the greatest tools ever invented by man. The ponderous, brilliant, and unpredictable Nero Wolfe. Created by Rex Stout and brought to you in a new series of adventures over this NBC network in the person of Mr. Sidney Greenstreet.
Tonight's story, The Case of the Calculated Risk, was as strange and baffling as any Nero Wolfe had to deal with. It started late one night when a big-shouldered man sporting a reddish beard and billing himself as Dave Caffrey pushed his way in, walked up to Nero Wolfe's desk, and rocked him with this opener.
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Wolfe, I'm going to kill a man.
I beg your pardon, sir?
I'm going to kill a man with these 2 hands.
I've been told strange things across this desk, Mr. Caffrey. This is the first time a murderer has confided his intention to me in advance. This man you speak of.
I'm not telling you his name. I'm not telling you where I'm going to meet him. The session tomorrow is going to be private and personal. But if anything happens to me between now and then, I want you to take over.
Mr. Gaffrey, do you seriously think I could assist you in a matter of private vengeance?
That's not what I'm asking. This guy deserves to die. I plan to kill him with these 2 hands, me, myself. But if I slip up, if he gets me first, I want you to see that justice is done.
But I assure you, sir...
I told you this guy deserves to die. Let me tell you why. Years ago down south, there were 3 men in business together, partners. Me and 2 others.
Your notebook, Archie, if Mr. Gaffrey doesn't mind.
You're wasting your time, Wolf. The names I'll use will be phony. I won't give you anything you can check back on.
We'll take our chance, sir. Please proceed.
It happened in a town about 40 miles from the place where we had our business. We'd gone there to collect some money, the 3 of us. Carl, Mitch, and me. Dave Caffrey. But all we collected was bad news. So bad that Carl hadn't even given our right names at the hotel. Said he was scared some of our creditors would come hitting up on us for what we owed. 3 of us had some drinks, and we'd been pacing around for nearly an hour. I can still remember the way Mitch stood and looked at me. And then up at Carl, when Carl suddenly pulled to a stop and came out with this idea of his.
So, Dave, you got 6,000 cash on hand. You counted it, Mitch.
Well, didn't we make it 62.40, Carl?
Whichever. We've got this 6,000 odd, plus some slow accounts receivable against debts of 38,000. With 3 of us trying to live from the business, we haven't got a chance.
Well, we ain't got much of a one, Carl, but...
It's hopeless, Dave. With 2 partners, though.
2 partners? You reckon on pulling out, Carl?
I say we cut cards for it, Mitch. Low man drops out.
Break up the partnership? After sticking together all these years?
Wait a minute, Dave. Wait a minute. Maybe Carl's right. Maybe this could work. Carl, you mean the low man drops out clean? Right now?
Right now, Mitch. Other 2 to take over assets and debts and see if they can get this thing back in the black.
Okay, Carl. Get the cards out.
Dave?
Well, that's what you guys want.
Okay, then. Here's a new deck. Shuffle them, Mitch.
All shuffled.
Cut 'em, Dave. Go ahead, Mitch. You get first pick. Spread 'em if you like.
Here goes.
6. Your turn, Dave.
Okay. 9 of clubs.
Lucky guy, Dave. That puts you in whatever Carl pulls.
I'll pull it fast. There she is.
Denise.
Sorry, Mitch. That leaves you elected.
Well, Mitch, I'm sorry, too. I guess we all had a fair whack at it, but...
Hey, wait a minute. Let me see that ace again, Carl.
Easy, Mitch. I said I was sorry,
Look, Dave.
Yeah, what is it, Mitch?
All the aces are marked. Carl, I'm going to cram this deck right down your cooking throat.
Look out, Mitch. He's got a knife.
Oh.
Carl, you...
All right. I've cut him for keeps. What do we do now?
What do we do? Look, Carl, I didn't mark those cards. I didn't kill Mitch. And what's more...
Shut up, Dave. We're both in and out now. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Now what, Carl?
Look, Dave, this is where we split up. 2 men together, easy to trace. You head one way, I go the other.
Yeah, but the dough, I got no money.
Here, I'll split up the 6,000. This is your half. Here, stick the envelope in your pocket. Now, grab that freight. Get set. I'll catch the next one going the other way. Get going, Dave.
That's how it was, Mr. Wolfe. It all happened so fast that I...
This man you call Carl, he would seem to be one of the world's choice creatures, Mr. Gaffrey.
When I thought to look in that envelope he gave me, I found $40 and a few folds of wrapping paper in it. I was mad enough to... Well, I got off the freight and intended to go back, but... Then I picked up a paper.
And read all about the murder of your friend Mitch with the statement that Carl had accused you of the crime and that the police believed him in view of your escape.
That's it.
Classical, but not at all original.
Well, I was young then and stupid. And I'd had those drinks to start with.
And you spent the intervening years hunting down the man Carl, am I correct?
Yeah. I tramped the country from east to west, from north to south. Tramped it for years, searching for him. Yesterday, I located him. He's a big wheel these days up on that 37th floor of his. But tomorrow, when I get...
Yes, Mr. Caffrey, the 37th floor of...
Never mind what building.
Now, wait a minute, Caffrey. If you expect Mr. Wolfe to help you...
I don't want him to help me. I'll help myself. But if I slip up, I know Wolfe's reputation well enough to know that he'll never rest till this rotten, chiseling murderer is sitting in the chair. That's why I've come here. Just to provide a backstop in case my dear friend of long ago manages to get the best of me.
How will we know?
You see this envelope? Read what it says.
Nero Wolfe, 601 West 35th Street, New York. Delivered to him in case of my death.
That's right. And this envelope is $500. Nearly all I've got in the world. Along with it, the full details on that knifing. Real names, dates. The proof you'll need in case I don't finish it up.
Go on.
Tonight, Mr. Wolfe, I'm going to give this envelope to the manager of the hotel where I'm stopping. I'm calling on, well, Carl. Tomorrow at noon, right after his secretary goes to lunch. If I'm not back in my hotel at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the hotel manager will deliver this envelope to you. Is that clear?
Perfectly. But you don't think I'm going to allow you to go through with this wire plan, do you?
You can't stop me. And don't have Goodwin follow me. I'd lose him in 2 blocks. Good night.
Shall I try to tail him, boss?
It's no use, Archie. Get Inspector Kramer on the phone at once. I want the police to help us head off this murder. Nero Wolfe speaking.
It's Archie. I'm calling from the morgue.
And?
They found Caffrey's body in a subway washroom, mugged and stabbed. Wallet gone, pockets cleaned out, no envelope.
Just 2 hours ago he was here. No envelope, eh?
Gone.
Witnesses?
None so far. Homicide's calling it straight mugging and robbery.
As it well might look, except for...
Except for a guy named Carl. How much do I tell Kramer?
All of it. Ask the inspector to start queries throughout the South on the original killing.
The original killing? Look.
It's our best chance of getting a description of the man called Carr. The original killing and the partnership. Starting from, say, 8 years ago and working back to the middle 20s. Tell him to concentrate on towns on railway lines.
Putting out pictures of Caffrey and...
Pictures and dentistry. Fingerprints to Washington. Kramer will know.
And if I come across a haystack, do I keep my eye out for needles?
We are going to find Carl, Archie. We are going to find him if it takes from now till doomsday.
Mr. Wolfe, let's face it, we're licked.
Licked, Archie?
3 days now. We found Caffrey's hotel here in New York. No traceable phone calls. Not a witness has turned up on that subway washroom party. And Kramer says he's getting nowhere with those answers from the Southland.
The original story is bound to come slowly, Archie. We are asking a check on the unsolved killings of a dozen states over a 20-year period.
And what now?
You start trudging, Archie.
Trudging?
Through office buildings, through 37th floors of many office buildings. You keep trudging till we find him.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Mr. Wolfe, this is a big city, remember? I might have to go through hundreds of buildings.
This morning, Archie, the Municipal Reference Library informed me that there are exactly 34 buildings of 37 floors or higher in Manhattan. Now, when you rule out the United Nations building, hotels,
Okay. Maybe not so many 37th floors, but lots of offices per floor. Maybe 40 or 50. Call it 30 times 40, and you've still got 1,200 to start with. And you don't know what kind of business. You don't know what Carl's real name is. You don't even know what he looks like. There could be 4,000 men like him.
4,000 affluent men, Archie?
Yeah, well, all right. Caffrey said he was in the chips, though. You know, for a guy who'd been bumming around, that could mean anything from 10 grand a year up. Say, wait a minute. That cuts your field to 1,000.
1,000 tall men?
Tall? I've been over those notes. Caffrey didn't say he was tall.
As plainly as you could ask. Caffrey was almost your height, but he said Mitch stood and looked at me. And then he looked up at Carl. Up, Archie. That makes Carl your height or taller.
Yeah. Well, maybe Caffrey and Mitch were sitting down, and Carl was,
Caffrey told us the three were standing at the time. Check your notes. I've studied them.
Okay. Maybe that does cut it down some. Yeah, it's still a lot of citizens that start checking for a southern accent.
Don't rely on accent, Archie. Carl has had many years to lose any accent he might have had.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we narrow it, Archie. A man almost surely tall, A man not using the name he was born with. A man with an unexplained gap in his past.
I ought to be able to reach right out and tap him.
You go skeptical again, Archie.
Well, it's still a pretty big haystack.
Let's see if we can't trim it some more. On these building lists I've been going over, I've ruled out for now the members of professions requiring lengthy formal training. Medical men, lawyers, scientists of most kinds.
Yeah, that's chopping it down, I'll admit that.
I'll have further eliminations as we get into it. And I'm putting Saul Pans on a second list this afternoon. Some of the credit references I'll handle by phone.
So I start trudging, huh?
You start trudging. And remember, Archie, since you'll probably be operating through secretaries, you're looking for a murderer named Carl, not for a new set of telephone numbers to brighten your winter.
Tall? Well, I don't know what you're peddling, Goodwin, but if my boss put his elevator shoes on and stood on a box, he'd still be down somewhere around my necktie. If he stood on his money, though, we'd need a helicopter to get up near his shoelaces.
Oh, Miss Jonas, do you mind if I sit down?
Why, of course not, Mr. Goodwin.
Oh, thanks. You know, I've been in 12 offices on this floor, and you're the first girl who's seen the importance of this survey first crack out of the box.
Well, I'm sort of new here, and I try to pay attention.
Oh, you're not just beautiful. You've got a head on you. Is Mr. McLean in?
Well, he's at lunch right now.
Lunch? Oh, that reminds me. Know any good restaurants up this way?
Well, I was just going to the downstairs drugstore myself, but I wouldn't say
Well,
that...
come on. Put your bonnet on and let's skip the drugstore. This meal is on the Executive Resources Survey. Yeah, boss, the boil down.
Tinsley, McLean, Fernandez, Tesreau, and Kaplan. All five of them tall, all five a little misty in the background. You and Saul have done well, Archie. Very well. But I'm crossing off Fernandez and Kaplan.
Why?
The Credit Bureau report clears Fernandez, and Kaplan was on a special war job. The FBI X-rayed his record twice.
Leaving J.P. Tinsley, Carson McLean, and Philip Tesreau, huh?
I'd like to see all three here, Archie. Get them here one way or another. And so you do admit that Tinsley isn't your real name?
Mr. Wolfe, are you a blackmailer or what?
I'm a licensed private investigator, sir. Any disclosure you make will be kept in confidence, provided it doesn't touch on the case I'm engaged on.
You haven't said what the case is.
I don't intend to. If you prefer to explain this mysterious gap in your background at the district attorney's office...
Well, I'm using the name Tinsley because I've got an undivorced first wife out on the coast. We broke up 20 years ago, but she said she'd see to it that I never married again. And she knew where I was today. Well, I don't say I'm a saint, but she's a vindictive woman.
I see. May I have names, dates, and places starting 1924?
I can't quite understand your interest, Mr. Wolfe.
It's rather complicated, to put it briefly, Mr. McLean. I'm working in the interest of a client. Our people have found this puzzling gap in your background, and I'd appreciate such clarification as you may be able to supply.
But I told you, Mr. Goodwin, I was raised and educated in the Orient. Until 32, I was in business with my father in China.
Where you say your father died?
Died. With the Depression, I returned to New York, started this importing business in a small way, weathered through the early 30s, and I think my bankers can assure you of my standing today.
They've done so. Carson, McLean and Company has an excellent credit rating.
Thank you, Mr. Wolfe.
To switch somewhat abruptly, Mr. McLean, would you happen to remember how you spent the evening of the 19th?
Of this month?
Of this month?
Well, I could hardly... Wait. You say the 19th. Would that have been on a Tuesday?
Yes, it was Tuesday.
Well, that simplifies it. I'm nearly always at the office on Tuesday nights dictating the revisions in our weekly wholesalers' lists. Let me see. Yes, I was there on the 19th. Had a tray sent in. Miss Tunis and I worked till just after midnight.
Miss Helen Tunis, the secretary Mr. Goodwin spoke of.
She's been with me for 2 or 3 months.
Miss Tunis can confirm this dictation on the night of the 19th?
Of course. And Mr. Wolfe, your manner is so persuasive that I'd scarcely realize you're asking some extraordinary searching questions. May I ask why in the world you...
If you'll indulge me, Mr. McLean, my prying is nearly concluded. You say you were in China until 1932. Mr. Tesreau, I'll be brutally frank. We know that your name is not Tesreau. And we know that you served a prison term from 34 to 38 for arson. I'd like some straight answers.
I didn't say I wouldn't answer your questions.
The past can remain your own, provided...
Now, look, Mr. Wolfe, I've been going straight for 12 years. And this business of mine is on the level. Now, if this is a shakedown...
I'm asking where you were on the night of the 19th.
And I'm telling you I stayed in town. I ate alone. And I went to a movie. I caught the 11:35 for Stamford. And that's all there is to it.
You're denying that you were ever in business in the South?
I was born in the South, but I haven't been back there since I was a kid.
What about the arson?
I put in 4 years squaring for that mistake.
Let's start again, Mr. Tesreau. You say you were in Cincinnati in 1931.
Okay, Mr. Wolfe, 3 candidates, and we're still on the 1-yard line. Our 1-yard line. Tesreau, McLean, Tinsley. No, rule out McLean. He gave references enough for those years in China. And with Helen Tunis, he's got the one firm alibi we've laid on to. Caffrey was killed before midnight.
With conditions as they are in the Far East, Archie, it would be weeks before cables came back on McLean's claims.
Claims? You figure the whole Chinese background's a fake?
I want you to see Miss Tunis again, Archie, taking all precautions for her safety. And this is one time I give you permission to ply her with all the attentions you can contrive.
Are we far enough to pull tails on any of these 3?
I've got Saul Pans on Tesreau, and Saul promised to have men on Tinsley and McLean. Pictures of the 3 have gone to Kramer for circulation in the South.
Oh. No answer yet from the coast on Tinsley, huh?
Not yet. For the moment, Archie, you'll concentrate on Helen Tunis.
Helen, I've got to see you tonight.
I'd love to, Archie.
Now, look,
but...
Helen, I phoned you to come out in the corridor this way because I didn't want McLean to know we're talking. Do you still say you got that new mink coat on your own money?
Mr. Goodwin, I don't know what right you
Helen,
have
if you
to...
get 5 guys to buy your stuff, it's your business.
Mr. McLean said his wife might be sent detectives around. You can go right back to your old Mrs. McLean and tell her that I...
Easy, Helen, easy.
He was dictating to me.
You know, baby, the harder you lie, the prettier you look. But if this is a fake alibi, and if you keep propping it up, you're going to find yourself in trouble. Bad trouble. Now, how about it? Do I see you at your apartment tonight, or would you rather come down with me to Nero Wolfe's right now?
Archie, All right. I can't go with you now, and I've got a dinner date with my aunt tonight that I can't break, but I'll try to be back at my apartment by 11.
Archie. Nero Wolfe speaking.
This is Archie, Mr. Wolfe. I'm at Helen Tunis' apartment.
Well?
I could cut my throat for not making her come with me this afternoon.
Trouble?
Not for her anymore, poor kid. I got here 3 minutes ago and found her strangled. Couldn't have happened more than half an hour ago.
McLean.
Didn't Saul Panzer say he was getting a tail on him?
He was a new man, and he lost him. I should have left you on McLean, Archie.
No, we were both wrong. What do you want me to do?
Phone the police immediately.
This is 32nd Street. I'm only 3 blocks in a job from the office. What if I come back and call from there?
Come back, then. I'll phone Kramer myself.
Mr. Wolfe, I'm still kicking myself for that.
Look out, Archie. Too late, Mr. Wolfe. Keep coming right in, Goodwin, with your hands up. No, I wouldn't try that.
McLean.
And keep your hand out of that desk drawer, Wolfe.
This time you're too late, McLean. My hand's in the drawer, and I think I'll leave it there.
You don't think I'd shoot?
I'm sure you would. But you've got 2 of us to cover now. No, Archie, don't try to draw yet.
How'd you get in here, McLean?
He surprised me after making his way in through the area way below, and of course it had to be Fritz's night out.
I caught your fat friend just 2 seconds before he could get in his call to the police, Goodwin. I overheard his talk with you from the hallway here.
My apologies for not crying out sooner, Archie.
Get your hand out of that drawer. Pull it out without the gun, Wolfe, or I'll let you have it now.
I refuse to, McLean. Seems obvious that you mean to kill us in any case.
I'm afraid that's true, Wolf. But when you called me here and Goodwin started making dates with Helen Tunis...
Poor kid, I told her not to talk to you.
She didn't, Goodwin. I've been scared of you and Wolf since I followed Colby here that first night.
Colby?
You knew him as Caffrey. I caught up with him afterward in that subway washroom. No, keep that hand up. And watch that gun of yours, Wolf. When I found that envelope on him and read the letter to you contained in it, I knew he hadn't spilled the whole South Carolina story to you.
South Carolina? Would the original knifing have been taking place anywhere near Hampton or Jasper counties?
Hampton County. But our business is over the line in Georgia. Doesn't matter now.
Pity, Archie. We learned this afternoon that we were growing warm on South Carolina. Mr. McLean, may I ask what you hope to achieve by this insane project of disposing of Mr. Goodwin and myself?
I'm buying time, Wolf. I've $90,000 in small bills in that bag there, plus a plane ticket to Buenos Aires. I've got a silencer on this gun. If you two aren't found till tomorrow morning, I'll be out of the country before they start looking for me.
You don't think the police will put out an alarm for you when they find the body of Helen Tunis?
Goodwin left it to you to report that. Remember?
Let's remind ourselves to be prompter on reporting deaths, Archie.
Starting with our own, Mr. Wolf?
Glad you can take it that way, Goodwin.
You actually think you can knock the two of us off?
I'm about to find out, Goodwin.
One moment, McLean. You've never been a real gambler. You know that. With marked cards, of course. But you're not the man to face a sure loss now.
A sure loss?
The loss of your life. Within seconds after you try to pull that trigger.
I told you I had a silencer. You think anyone will hear the shots?
There'll be more shots than you count on. My hand's on a pistol now in this drawer, and Mr. Goodwin has a .38 in his shoulder holster.
You can't shoot through the desk, and Goodwin won't get a chance to draw.
You're an intelligent man, McLean. Vicious, but intelligent. May I describe the certainty of your immediate death if you don't throw that pistol on the desk and give yourself up?
There are two of you, I know that, but...
McLean, you must be aware that in the actual fact, exceedingly few men are killed instantly by a single shot, even from a pistol of heavy caliber. The one you hold is a .32.
And it's a .45 in that drawer, McLean.
I assure you, McLean, that neither of us will surrender the weapons we have. Should you start shooting, we'll both do our best to draw and keep firing till you're dead.
You're stalling, Wolf. What have I got to lose by trying for you both now?
Your life? I'll correct that. The loss of some 6 or 8 weeks of your life, possibly months. Whatever the time necessary to bring you to trial and to convict you and execute you for the murders you've committed.
Suppose I cancel you out and then take my chances with Goodwin.
A better choice, but still a dubious one. I'm fat, exceedingly fat. And for perhaps the first time in my life, I'm thoroughly grateful for that. My bulk affects the calculation, McLean.
McLean, you could pull off all 7 shots and still not hit Mr. Wolf where it counts. If you have to start, you better start on me.
You exaggerate, Archie, and I thank you for the gallantry of it. No, it's quite likely that with 2 or 3 shots, McLean might well dispose of me, but not with your first shot, McLean, and we'll not permit you many more than your first.
Look, if I promise to do no more than tie you two up to give me my head start, will you toss in your guns?
Of course not. Do I speak for us both, Archie?
Check. I say let's start it now.
Wolf, if I give you half of what's in that bag, would you forget these admissions I've made and help on my defense?
I've told you I refuse to bargain. I think that I shall count 5. If your weapon hasn't been tossed on the desk by then, I'll do my best to get my pistol into action. Are you in accord, Archie?
Start counting.
Wait a minute, Mr. Wolf.
1.
If I trade half that bag for no shooting and 1 hour's start, no tying up, just your promise that...
2.
All the bag for a half-hour start, 90,000.
3. Are you ready, Archie?
All set, sir. Except if you're the one who walks out of this, call up every number in my little red book, huh? And tell each girl I was thinking of her just before you got the 5.
Agreed. I resume 4.
Okay. You win.
Holy sweet Susan, it worked.
A commendable choice, McLean, for us at least. You see, I'm afraid I forgot to mention one slight factor which might have operated in your favor.
What's that, boss?
I must confess, Archie, that my 45 is in the upstairs den where I took it to oil it last night.
Holy cow, you didn't have a gun?
Why, you
Take it easy, McLean. I've really got one. Oh, by the way, Mr. Wolfe, signal's off on those women, huh? When my heart gets back down out of my throat, I'll call them myself.
I'll trouble you for a beer first, Archie. And then, if you'll be good enough to phone Inspector Kramer, you can bid him pick up his triple murderer, the one-time cutter of cards. Fortunately for us, who's never been a real gambler.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet. Tonight's transcribed story was based on the characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman program produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Gerald Moore as Archie Goodwin and Lorraine Carter, Bill Johnstone, Howard McNear, Herb Butterfield, and Vic Rodman. Next week at this same time, Nero Wolfe and Archie will bring you The Case of the Phantom Fingers. Don Stanley speaking. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC.